Hello, good afternoon. This is Dal Boyer, and I'm the youth pastor at Gracepoint Church in Whiteland. Just wanted to give you a daily word, if you will, and today I'm going to focus on grace. Tell you a quick story. There was a time a few years ago when I was cleaning the basement at the church and I was taking the trash out, and my young daughter, Addie, was there that day, and she wanted to help Daddy take the trash out. And so I got up the stairs, started taking the trash out, and then she looked up to me and says, "Hey, Daddy, can I help? Can I take the trash?" And I knew she couldn't, but she tried, and for a few steps, she just kind of dragged it on the ground. And finally, she looked up at me and said, "I can't do it." Right, and this kind of is a good illustration of grace. At that point, the father took the trash back and then went ahead and went to the dumpster, right? But it really showed me a lot about grace in my life. We are saved by grace through faith, that not of ourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast, in Ephesians 2:8-9, not of works. And so I think we sometimes get that part, but then we think that what does grace do after it saves us? Well, in Titus chapter 2, verses 11 and 12, it says, "The grace of God that bringeth salvation," which we just talked about, "hath appeared to all men, teaching us," in verse 12, "that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world." And so this tells me that grace doesn't just save us, but grace teaches us how to live godly after we are saved. Now, it is true that once we get saved, we now have this liberty in Christ, right? And kind of same as my daughter. My daughter at that point could have went and played Barbies or done whatever she was going to do. She was released of the burden of trying to please the father on their own merit, right? Instead, she took that liberty and she sprinted off full speed ahead, went to the trash dumpster, pulled the lid open so that when I got there, all I had to do was place the trash in there, right? And that's what grace does. Grace says we don't abuse grace. We don't go and have a license to sin now that we are walking in grace. It didn't just save us, but it teaches us how to live godly in this present world, how to deny ungodliness, right? And to live righteous lives. And so during this time when you're kind of cooped up, are you in the Word? Are you practicing living by grace? Are you thanking God for the grace that you've been given? And I think there are ways, even when we're cooped up, to be able to serve one another and to live in grace. And I'm hoping that this is an encouraging word for you today. And we're praying for all of you, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.